Welcome to the skies where precision meets passion. Today we're taking you above and beyond aviation to uncover the secrets of flying. In the vast expanse of the sky, there's a world of intricate procedures and protocols, of human skill paired with cutting-edge technology. It's more than just the flip of a switch or a push of a button. Ever wondered what goes on inside the cockpit, beyond the closed door? Join us on a journey inside the cockpit to explore guidelines that ensure every flight is safe, efficient, and smooth. Every journey begins on the ground, with rigorous pre-flight checks. This process is the cornerstone of aviation safety, a critical routine performed before every single flight. It's the pilot's first line of defense against potential issues that could compromise the safety of the flight. Let's break it down. The pre-flight checks consist of a systematic review of the aircraft's exterior and interior systems. Pilots walk around the aircraft, inspecting the wings, engines, and even the tires, looking for any irregularities or signs of wear and tear. But it's not just the physical condition of the aircraft that's under scrutiny. The aircraft's systems also undergo rigorous checks. From the flaps to the landing gear, pilots ensure that every system is functioning as it should. They verify the operational status of the flight instruments, such as the altimeter, airspeed indicator, and the artificial horizon. These tools provide crucial information during the flight and must be in perfect working order. The pre-flight checks don't stop there. The cockpit becomes a hub of activity as pilots review the flight plan, cross-checking their route against weather forecasts and air traffic control advisories. They calculate fuel requirements, taking into account the flight distance, weather conditions, and potential diversions. Communication equipment is tested, ensuring a clear line to air traffic control and other aircraft. The navigation systems are set up, with the aircraft's position verified and the planned route entered into the flight management system. Pilots also review emergency procedures, refreshing their memory of the steps to take in case of an unexpected situation. It's all about being prepared for anything that might come their way during the flight. These checks may seem exhaustive, but they are absolutely essential. Each step adds another layer of safety, reducing the risk of issues in the air. It's a dance of precision and meticulousness, ensuring the aircraft is in top condition and ready to take to the skies. So, the next time you're sitting in an airplane, waiting for takeoff, remember the diligent work that's gone into preparing for your journey. Pilots meticulously review aircraft systems, weather conditions, and flight plans to ensure nothing is overlooked, from engine health to navigation aids. Clear communication is the backbone of aviation safety. Just as dancers need rhythm, pilots and air traffic controllers need a language that transcends borders and accents, a language that is precise, concise, and free from ambiguity. This language is called aviation English, and it is the universal tongue of the sky. But it's not just about understanding the words, it's about knowing when to speak and when to listen. Pilots and air traffic controllers follow a strict protocol that dictates who speaks first, who responds, and what information is exchanged. This ensures that critical information is shared accurately and quickly, reducing the risk of miscommunication that could lead to flight delays, or worse, mid-air collisions. Communication protocols are also in place to govern the use of various communication channels. For example, one frequency may be dedicated to communicating with the tower, another with ground control, and yet another for talking to other aircraft in the vicinity. This systematic use of channels helps keep the airwaves clear and the information flow organized. And it's not just about talking. Pilots also use a variety of non-verbal communication techniques to relay their intentions to other aircraft. This could be as simple as turning on a landing light, or as complex as using an aircraft's transponder to broadcast its location and altitude to air traffic control and other nearby aircraft. These communication protocols also extend to emergency situations. In the event of a crisis, pilots are trained to aviate, navigate, and communicate, in that order. This means that their first priority is to control the aircraft, then to figure out where they are and where they need to go, and only then to communicate their situation to air traffic control. This protocol ensures that pilots can focus on resolving the emergency without being distracted by communication duties. Discover the precise language of the skies. how pilots and air traffic control keep in constant dialogue, and the protocols that prevent misunderstandings. It's a fascinating world of words, codes, and signals that keeps our skies safe and our journeys smooth. Navigating the vast skies relies on a blend of age-old techniques and cutting-edge technology. Imagine yourself in a cockpit, facing a sea of buttons, switches, and screens. This is where the magic of navigation unfolds. Pilots use a variety of instruments to navigate their course. They use the magnetic compass, a simple yet reliable tool, and a gyroscopic heading indicator to maintain their course. But it doesn't stop there. The advent of technology introduced us to the wonders of GPS, or Global Positioning System, which uses signals from satellites to determine an aircraft's exact location in real time. But how do pilots know where to go? That's where flight plans come in. Before each flight, pilots chart their course, factoring in weather, wind speeds, and altitude to determine the most efficient route. These plans are uploaded into the Flight Management System, or FMS, a computer system that automates a multitude of tasks, including navigation. Now let's talk about the marvel of modern aviation, the autopilot. Contrary to popular belief, autopilot doesn't mean pilots can just kick back and relax. It's a tool that assists pilots, especially during long-haul flights. The autopilot can maintain a set altitude, speed, and heading, freeing the pilots to focus on other critical aspects of the flight. Autopilot systems are incredibly sophisticated. They can perform complex maneuvers like climbing or descending to a specific altitude or even turning the aircraft to a new heading. But remember, the autopilot is not a replacement for a pilot. It's an assistant, a tool to enhance safety and efficiency. So, from using a traditional compass to advanced GPS systems, and from charting a course to engaging the autopilot, navigation in aviation is a fascinating blend of human skill and technology. It's about staying on course, adjusting as needed, and always having a plan. We'll explore how pilots chart their course, the marvels of autopilot, and how they stay on track from takeoff to touchdown. It's a journey that requires precision, knowledge, and a keen understanding of the technology at their fingertips. In the unlikely event of an emergency, pilots are prepared for anything. But what does this preparation entail? Let's explore. The key to any emergency procedure is staying calm. Pilots undergo rigorous training to ensure they maintain composure even in the most high-pressure situations. They learn to tune out distractions, focus on the issue at hand, and methodically work through their training to find a solution. Next, they rely on their checklists. Checklists are a pilot's best friend in an emergency. They provide a step-by-step guide to handling a wide range of potential issues, from engine failures to cabin fires. This ensures that in the heat of the moment, nothing is overlooked. In addition to checklists, pilots also utilize their instruments. The cockpit is filled with a myriad of gauges, displays, and controls, each providing crucial information. In an emergency, pilots must quickly interpret this data to make informed decisions. It's a skill that takes years to perfect, but it can mean the difference between a minor incident and a major catastrophe. But what about when things go wrong outside of the cockpit? Weather is a prime example. Pilots can't control the weather, but they can control how they react to it. They're trained to navigate around storms, deal with turbulence, and even land in low visibility conditions. Lastly, pilots must always be ready to take decisive action. This could mean diverting to an alternate airport, executing an emergency landing, or even deploying the aircraft's evacuation slides. It's all about doing whatever it takes to ensure the safety of everyone on board. So while we all hope to never experience an emergency in the air, it's comforting to know that pilots are well equipped to handle whatever comes their way. From engine failures to unexpected weather, learn about the drills and guidelines that ensure pilots can handle high-pressure situations with calm and precision. Landing is one of the most critical phases of flight. It's a delicate dance of precision and control, where pilots transform the momentum of flight into the gentle grace of touchdown. Let's delve into the step-by-step process pilots follow, bringing us back to Earth safely every time. First, the descent begins. This is initiated miles before reaching the airport. Pilots reduce speed and altitude. It's a balancing act of maintaining the perfect rate of descent while managing speed. Next, the approach phase. Pilots align the aircraft with the runway, a process called lining up. This is a crucial step and requires the utmost precision. Pilots use visual references if conditions are clear or rely on instruments when visibility is low. As the aircraft continues to descend, pilots configure the plane for landing. Flaps are extended to increase lift at lower speeds. The landing gear is lowered, creating drag and further slowing the plane. Now comes the final approach. Pilots constantly monitor their instruments, adjusting the aircraft's speed, pitch, and direction. They're not just flying the plane, they're feeling it, listening to it, becoming one with the machine. Finally, the touchdown. Pilots aim to land the plane as smoothly as possible, setting the wheels down gently on the runway. The engines are reversed to help slow the aircraft, and brakes are applied. It's a moment of intense concentration, culminating in the satisfying deceleration of a successful landing. But even after touchdown, a pilot's job isn't over. They guide the aircraft off the runway and onto the taxiway, heading towards the terminal. Only once the aircraft has come to a complete stop is the landing phase considered complete. Landing an aircraft is no small feat. It's a testament to the skill and precision of pilots and the complex ballet of procedures they follow. So next time you're in a plane, remember the intricate dance happening in the cockpit, all to bring you back to solid ground. We'll take you through the step-by-step process as pilots align with the runway, adjust for conditions, and bring the aircraft to a gentle touchdown. The journey doesn't end at touchdown. As the engines hum to a quiet hush and the aircraft doors swing open, the pilots are still at work. The post-flight procedures are as crucial as the pre-flight checks, ensuring the aircraft is primed and ready for its next voyage. After every flight, pilots have to carry out a series of checks and balances. This starts with the shutdown checklist, a systematic review of all systems. It's a careful process of switching off the aircraft's systems, from the engines and avionics to the cabin lights. Everything is done in a specific order to ensure the aircraft's integrity and safety. Once the shutdown is complete, the pilots proceed to the post-flight walk-around. This is a physical inspection of the aircraft's exterior. They check for anything out of the ordinary, like fluid leaks, tire wear, or any damage that might have occurred during the flight. Then comes the paperwork. Yes, even pilots have to deal with paperwork. They document the flight, noting down details like fuel consumption, flight time, and any issues encountered during the flight. This log is crucial for maintenance crews, helping them keep the aircraft in top shape. In addition, pilots also have to report to air traffic control, confirming their safe landing and completing any regulatory requirements. Let's not forget about the debriefing. This is when pilots discuss the flight, what went well, and what could be improved. It's a valuable learning opportunity, allowing them to continually refine their skills and knowledge. And finally, the handover. If the aircraft is scheduled for another flight, the pilots hand it over to the next crew, briefing them about the aircraft's status and any noteworthy points from the flight. All these procedures are meticulously carried out after every flight, ensuring the aircraft is well maintained, safe, and ready to take to the skies once again. So the next time you disembark from a flight, remember that for the pilots, their job is not yet done. Witness the detailed post-flight checks and paperwork that wrap up each flight, ensuring the aircraft is ready for its next adventure. From the meticulous pre-flight checks to the post-flight wrap-up, flying is a complex ballet of guidelines, technology, and human skill. We've journeyed together through the skies, and in the process, we've unveiled the art and science behind flight operations. We delved into the world of pre-flight checks, where every detail matters, and the health of an aircraft is rigorously inspected. We discovered the unique language pilots and air traffic controllers used to keep the skies safe. We navigated through the intricacies of autopilot systems and traditional navigation techniques, understanding how pilots chart their course across the vast skies. Together, we've faced the unexpected, learning about the emergency procedures that ensure pilots can handle high-pressure situations with calm and precision. We've experienced the thrill of landing, a critical phase of flight that requires perfect alignment and adjustment. And we've seen how the journey doesn't end at touchdown, with post-flight procedures wrapping up each flight and preparing the aircraft for its next adventure. Now, As our journey concludes, we hope this exploration has given you a deeper appreciation of the art of flying. The cockpit is not just a place of work, but a stage where precision meets passion, and where every flight is a performance of skill and dedication. Loved soaring with us through the clouds of aviation knowledge? Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue this journey, discovering the wonders of aviation together.